Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday to show you a fun new project. I hope you guys have had a great day. I don't know what I'm doing. So anyway, my computer, it did definitely die. I had to take it into Apple on Wednesday. I called Wednesday morning and I took it in and they're sending it off to repair. So hopefully, cross your fingers, it is repairable. Buying a new computer was not in the budget. So hopefully they can fix it. Really not quite sure what's wrong with it still, but hopefully we'll know in the next couple days. So for some reason, I can't see comments right now as I'm talking, but when I scoot over to do the live, hopefully we can. I have no idea. Cassie actually lent me her computer, so that's what I'm using right now. So hopefully, okay, there we go. I think I can see things now. Cassie lent me her computer, and it is a Mac, but it's completely different than mine. And I came out extra early today just to kind of make sure I knew what was going on with it. And I guess I still don't. But now my face is big on her screen. It was really tiny. And I was like, oh my goodness, I have no idea what to do. Okay, so let me point you over and we're going to get started. Thank you everybody for being patient with me. Let me make sure we are live on my iPad and everything looks good. So I'm going to say hi, hello, Anna and Jane, Valerie, Darlene, Vicky. Hello, everybody. So if you're just logging on, my computer did die. I took it in on Wednesday, so hopefully it's repairable, but I'm using Cassie's computer. And Tuesday, when I was trying to do my live and I got so discombobulated, I wanted to bring in the cards that we did on Tuesday again, just because they really kind of like hit home to me, and especially like the curveball life throws at you, that we need to hear that you are fierce. And it really kind of tied into today's card, not to get like too personal and emotional and stuff, but it kind of tied into today's cards that I'm doing. They are super fun and fast and easy, and I think we need that right now sometimes in life, that life is throwing us so many curveballs that we just need to get in our happy place and be able to craft, even if it's something simple. So that's what we are doing tonight. Hello, Vicky. Yes, happy St. Patrick's Day. So this is the set we're going to be playing with. It's the Flowering Fields Suite. I brought in the Flowering Tulip stamp set. I brought in some of the ribbon, the little butterflies, and the designer series paper for this card. And it's on page 15. So the retiring list will be coming out soon, and I have no idea if they're carrying this designer series paper over. So if you love it, I would suggest getting it while you can. I feel like this paper is like a box of chocolate that you never know which one you're going to get. Didn't like Forrest Gump say that in the movie Forrest Gump? Like you never know what you're going to get because it's beautiful, but then when you cut it down to the size you don't know what colors are going to be there. So it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. So this paper is so fun and so beautiful. And I have used, I don't know, 6 or 7 packs. I actually did one of the pillow gifts. Actually, I've done a couple of the pillow gifts all in this paper. So that's why I've used so much of it. So let me bring in today's card. So I actually haven't used vellum in so long. And I used vellum on Tuesday's card, and I brought it in again for today's card. And while I was sitting here prepping and making sure everything was set, ready to go, I was like, let me put a couple of those little doodads on the corner. So we'll make some with some of the little doodads and some without. I don't know what they're called, so I just call them little doodads. But, oh, it looks like there might be a little strand from the ribbon. Okay, so let's get started. The first one oh, you know what? I forgot to bring in the stamp set. So this is the stamp set. And I actually have quite a few birthdays for April. And I bet you're asking me, how do I know how many birthdays I have for April? This is my birthday list. Don't mind the dust. I'll dust that off while we're live. But it's a little Rolodex that we made years ago in one of our retreat weekend Pinterest classes. So all of my birthdays are in here. So I just go to April. There it is. I'm going to pull out my April pack, and that's how many cards that I know I need to mail out. So we are doing No One Deserves a Happier Birthday Than You. That's the stamp set that I want to do. And again, I don't know if these are retiring, but they are amazing dies. I love how they all kind of fit inside of each other. Even if you don't want it for the hippos, I think that's what it is. Yeah, Hippo and Friends. Get it for the amazing dies. They are so much fun. But we are actually using these two, and you could put another layer underneath it if you wanted to, but I just didn't want to eat up all of the designer series paper. So we're using those two. So that's the stamp set and the dies. So let me bring in what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to start with Highland Heather and this designer series paper. You could do either side, but this side is a little bit more kind of like cardstock looking. So I want the tulips on the other side. So our basic white, this is 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it right in half at 4 1/4. So I'm just going to fold this and give it a nice good crease. There we go. I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to bring in, so this is Highland Heather, and this measures 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. And our designer series paper, this is 4 inches by 3 inches. So it's just 1/4 inch off all the way around. You can bring in whatever adhesive you like. And I really need to just throw that one away because I grab it every single time and it's empty. I do it. I don't know why I hoard them and save them, but, and this one actually might be kind of empty too. Hopefully we can get through tonight's live with it though. So I'm just going to layer these two on. And then I'm going to bring in some of the ribbon. It's a beautiful, it's Evening Evergreen. And even though we're not using Evening Evergreen cardstock, it still matches because there is some of the green inside the designer series paper. So let me bring in some mini glue dots. I was smart and looked to see how many mini glue dots I had left on my table, and the roll is almost empty. So before I went live, I went and grabbed a new one. I should have looked on the green glue as well. Can't have them all, right? Can't win them all. Okay, grab your snips, and I'm just going to line that up and just trim off a little bit so we can attach it to the other side. So when you cut your designer series paper 4 by 3, you can get 4, 8, 12. You can get 12 cards out of one sheet of designer series paper. Sorry, I had to count that out loud. So you can get 12 of these cards out of one sheet of designer series paper. You get 12 sheets. So what's 12 times 12 is a lot. You can get lots of cards out of this. So we're going to attach, oops, I hate it when I do that. Just totally flipped right out of my hands. So put a little dab on the ribbon as well. So I'm literally just going to put that right in the center. Hold that down for a second. I've already cut out the vellum and our basic white piece. So remember with vellum, I'm going to glue this down first, but I don't want to get glue where, I only want to put glue underneath where the white's going to be because it will show through. So I'm just going to come in and put a little bit of glue. 144 cards, thank you. I should have did the math prior, but I didn't. So I only put the green glue on the bottom right here, the top, and a little bit on the ribbon so it will attach. Oh, hello, Cassie. Your computer's working amazing. Thank you, honey. I would totally be lost because the program that I use is for Macs only. So if I didn't have a Mac computer, I probably would have had to use my cell phone, and I haven't done that in a long time. So I have the No One Deserves a Better Birthday Than You. So I'm going to ink this up. Even though I'm using Highlands Heather cardstock, I wanted a bit bolder of an image, so I brought in the Gorgeous Grape. So I'm going to stamp the Gorgeous Grape. There we go. Clean that off because we're going to use it a couple times and I don't want to accidentally cross-contaminate my ink. So I'm going to set that aside and I want to bring, actually I'm just going to go ahead and attach this before we add the little butterflies and stuff too. So this one is a bit bigger. I think 5 is probably overkill, but I don't like anything sagging in the middle. So I just put 5 on there. It probably is overkill, but they're literally, I think, 1/4 of a penny each. It looks like I need to add a mini glue dot underneath there, just right up top because it keeps wanting to lift. There we go. Perfect. Super cute. Let's grab some of the butterflies. I'm going to grab a larger butterfly and put this right up at the top, and then a smaller one. Put this right down here. There we go. And then open this. What's the white thing called above? This is called a bone folder. It's actually not quite white because when you re-ink, it is white when you buy them. When you re-ink your ink pads, you use this to rub the ink over so it discolors them. But it is called a bone folder. You need some of these little hexagon things. I'll bring you some tomorrow. I'm going to grab these little doodads, and I think I only want to put a couple. I think I'm going to put one up in the corner and one down here. There we go. So you really can add more or less to these cards if you want to. I just want to get out in the craft room in my happy place and make beautiful things. And I think we totally did that. So there's the one we just made. Here's the one in Poppy Parade. So let's do a Mango Melody. So remember how I said this designer series paper is like a box of chocolates? You never know what you're going to get because it's so true. So this one, if you would have cut in between, you wouldn't have had any of the Poppy Parade, so you would have wanted to change your backing color. So you just never know what you're going to get. And I think it's gorgeous. And this one only has an itty-bitty little piece of Poppy Parade. It has mostly the Daffodil Delight and the Mango Melody. But our papers, or the ribbon, still matches. So attach that. Let's grab some mini glue dots. Thank you, Jessica. Hello, Marie. So wrap this around. I just kind of wanted to show you guys, I don't know, whoever's just logging on, you might have already heard me say it, but I just want to do stuff that gets you in your craft room. So I can definitely go all out and have 562 measurements and everything, but sometimes I think we just need something to get us motivated to get outside and be in our happy place. Because this is definitely my happy place. If you could see around me, you would probably start laughing because it looks nice and tidy and clean right here. But yeah, not all around me. I have Steven's wagon behind me full of boxes that I need to go through and organize. So yeah, we're all in the same page. I just kind of hide it well because you can't see it behind the video. But it is retreat time, so I do have a little bit of a reason why I'm a hot mess. Okay, so let's bring this in, and I didn't bring actually we're going to do Evening Evergreen. We're going to match the ribbon and some of the flower, or some of the leaves. I must not have brought over the Mango Melody ink, but that's okay. The name of the designer series paper is Flowering Fields. Hold on, let me grab it really quick. It's sitting right here beside me. But I have to move everything to get it. It is called Flowering Fields 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. It's on page 15 of the mini catalog. And the retiring list is coming out. I don't know if they're retiring it. Usually all Designer Series paper does retire. Just from the years that I've been with Stampin' Up, that I think they've only carried one over, and it was that wood grain. So if you want it, I would definitely get it early, because it will sell out once the retiring list comes out. So I'm going to put 5 on this tiny little guy. I know my upline Heather is probably like cringing. 5? Okay, so this is kind of hard to see. It is. So let's put it underneath something. And I think I'm going to put this down first before I glue it, so I know where to put my green glue. There you go. Thank you, Marie. Oh, yes, Vicky, absolutely add it to your list. So now I know where to put my glue, because vellum will show through, and we don't want it to show through. There we go. Perfect. Let's not do any little doodads on this guy. Let me find my butterflies. And let's do one down there and one up top. Oh, someone's texting me. It's probably one of my kids. Well, Cassie's on here, so it's not her texting me. Now it's stuck to my finger. There we go. Okay, so there's that one. Let me get rid of that ink so I don't put it in my hand, put my hand in it. Let's do, I have 2 more. They're super quick and super easy. So this one is another of the Poppy Parade. I think the Poppy Parade makes this Designer Series paper pop beautifully. Not that they all don't, but I cannot wait for you guys to see the pillow gifts for this retreat with all of this beautiful paper in it. I'm so excited to spoil you guys. Okay, there we go. Trim that off. Can I make a wedding card next week? I need some ideas. Absolutely, anything for you. I did some like wedding cards. I'll have to show them to you when I get done with the live. I'll text them to you, Cassie. But I did do some for Facebook Live a couple weeks ago. Oh, Vicky, you texted me. That's funny. I know I should put my phone on vibrate, but the problem is I forget to take it off vibrate when I'm done with my live, and then the girls or somebody tries to call me or text me and I don't hear my phone because it's still on vibrates. So that's why I don't. Okay, Poppy Parade. There we go. And you know what? This is actually kind of funny. My stamp is upside down, but it's okay. I'm going to stamp it upside down. Don't freak out, because we can flip it around because it's not attached to anything yet. Okay. How many times have you stamped something upside down and then realized it? And yeah, that one was too late. But this one was actually okay. Teresa, the paper is absolutely gorgeous. So beautiful. There's actually even a Mother's Day, a Happy Mother's Day stamp in this set that I think would be phenomenal for a Mother's Day card as well. Yeah, this set is super fun. I think I'm going to put some mini glue dots on this guy instead of the green glue. He's popping up a little bit on my other one, but I just might not have used enough. So we are just going to make sure this bad boy's stuck. And he is going to be stuck down good. 5 is definitely way too many for that, but that's okay. There we go. And I think I do want a couple doodads on here. And you know what? I should have did this before I attached this. Let's see if I can get it to work. There we go. Not too shabby. I'll leave it at that. I got one in there. Don't press my luck, right? There we go. Now we have one left. Super easy and super fun just to get out in your craft room. Oh no, where did my last piece of vellum go? I'm gonna have to see if it slid underneath something. Oh nope, it's sitting right there beside me. It's literally see-through and you can't see them. So it was right in front of me the whole time. So this is Old Olive. Oh no, it's not. It's not Old Olive. It is not Pear Possess. What's the other green? Oh my goodness, I just totally went blank. It is Old Olive. I just looked at the ink pad. It is Old Olive. I was right the first time. Should never second guess us when we know our colors. The crazy thing is they're going to be coming out with 5 more new in colors that I'm going to have to memorize. That is always tricky. And then I finally get Misty Moonlight down. It took me forever to be able to say that. I have no idea why. And now I think that's one of the colors that's retiring. Took me 2 years to figure it out, and now they retire it. But that's okay. So our last card is going together super duper quick. And if you are just logging on and you missed the measurements, I did type everything up before I went live, as well as kind of walked you through in the first card. But the other cards I just try to put together just to do something fun and get you guys in a crafting mood. So there's our vellum. Here is our basic white, and I'm going to stamp this one in Old Olive. There we go. I'm going to make sure my my stamp is clean. Whew. That was a hard word to figure out how to say. Ink this up in Old Olive. Stamp. There we go. Perfect. And I want to clean the little doodads off. Bring in a scratch piece of paper because I went over a tad bit, and I think I want to put some on here. Let's make this super duper cute. And we could have done it in a different color. See? Once you get in your craft room, you don't want to leave because you think of all of the things you could have done. I should have did that in like the Poppy Parade or one of the other colors. But that's okay. We will make this one work as well. Okay, last one. Oops. You know what, Marie? One of my other customers that happened to as well, and it was with the Misty Moonlight. It arrived and it was empty, the ink. It was the craziest thing. That's so strange that it happened to you as well. Yeah, they'll definitely fix it. And it was right when she was trying to finish her Christmas cards. So, yes, it was quite different. I had never heard of that. Okay. So there we go. No one deserves a happier birthday than you. And it's so perfect. It goes for every one of my friends. My daughter has a birthday coming up on the 25th, and she'll be 26. Ugh, it's crazy to think that our kids are getting so big. And then Lucas is already 6 months old. Hopefully you guys saw my Facebook page today with our kisses. Yes, he loves it when I kiss him. Faux pas not the greatest or the happiest that I put lipstick all over and kiss him, but it was still lots of fun. Okay, there are your cards for tonight using the Flower and Fields Designer Series paper. And they're super quick, super easy, and you can go as little as just stamping your image with a little bit of bling on the sides, or you can do extra stamping on the edges. It's literally, possibilities are endless. That's why I love making cards and doing Facebook Lives, because it gets us crafting, and now I don't want to go in the house. But anyway, Hopefully you guys liked today's live, and thank you so much, Cassie, for letting me borrow your computer. I did send her a text, so hopefully my computer is back early next week. If not, I might have to use her computer for a little bit longer. So cross your fingers that she says yes. Otherwise, we're going to be old school on our phones. But anyway, if you need anything, please feel free to reach out. I will actually be gone pretty much the entire weekend. Life has thrown us a curveball, and we are adapting to that curveball, but I probably won't be home much this weekend. So if you need anything, please definitely send me a text or an email, and I will get back to you as soon as I can, I promise. But I will be back in the studio on Monday and Tuesday, getting ready for the final touches on the retreat. Okay. If you need anything, let me know. If not, I will see everybody on Tuesday for another fun live. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.